What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to ICNV Driver's Edition. Today, I want to shoot a quick video to address something at hand. Your man, Chevy guy, released a video criticizing or talking about Lamborghini doors on a Corvette C8. So, technically any car. And I was asked my thoughts on it. So, let's get into that. Now, real quick, before we get too deep into this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, help me reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers before, I'm hoping Halloween, but at least the end of the year. Check out the website, help support the channel by subscribing to the channel or buying some merchandise. Either way, you support the channel. I appreciate that. To answer your question or to talk about this, putting Lamborghini doors on a car, as they're called, but they're technically called vertical doors and so forth, devalue the car. That's what the conversation was about. Truthfully, I would say no. In the grand scheme of things, it's no different to me and my history in the car business as being a bad color. So for instance, a lot of people say, hey, if you get the caffeine color C8, it's a hard sell. When you look on the market to purchase a C8, the caffeine color is the cheapest color on the market right now when you see them listed for resale, because a lot of people don't like it. But now, when it comes to vertical doors, it's quite the same, but not quite the same. And I say that to you because any tasteful modification done to a car has a market. So what usually happens is when you put vertical doors on your car, or pretty much as Chevy do said, any modification, and that is kind of true. So I'll give you a prime example. Vertical doors fall under the same category as aftermarket wheels. If you put aftermarket wheels on your car or any modification, especially as Chevy do said it, and I've said this in previous videos, most dealerships won't give you money for it. When you modify your exhaust system, they devalue your car. But yet, and I want to say this to you, but yet, for some reason, you decide to spend $5,000 on wheels. You decide to spend $3,000 on exhaust. You decide to spend $2 to $5 grand on vertical doors. You're not the only one. So what happens with the dealership is they do their job, and their job is to devalue your car. And if you believe that these items have no market or they kill the resale value of your car, then you've fallen right into their trap. I'm not going to lie to you. 90% of dealerships are not going to give you good money for those modifications on your car. But if you watch that dealership, and I say watch them, they will turn around and resell your car, minus CarMax. They will turn around and resell your car listed at a premium because of those same modifications that they devalued. I'll give you an example. We took in a trade when I was selling cars over 7 years ago. We took in a trade based off the Fast and Furious franchise, a Mitsubishi Eclipse with vertical doors and a bright, and I mean very vibrant bright, orange. When that customer came in with that car and they said the vertical doors, they knocked off like $2,800 off the value of that customer's car. The customer took it because he had to get out the car due to family reasons, having kids, and that part of his life he just couldn't sustain at that moment. And that's the best way I can say, because I saw this guy again years down the line, and now he has another Mitsubishi Lancer, and he's done some other things. But it's just at that point in time in his life, he was becoming a parent, and he couldn't sustain it. And it's understandable. Now, we took that car on trade, devalued his trade, and took away from the car an extra $2,800 than what it was worth on the market. My used car manager philosophy was, at worst case scenario, we can move it for what the car is worth and we still can make some money. But his goal was, he said, for 3 weeks, we're going to run this car on all the advertising avenues we have at a premium and see what happens. Well, lo and behold, week 2, going into week 3, we had some young teenagers show up. The teenagers showed, we're going to see this car, the vertical doors. They looked it up, fell in love with the car. We didn't think they could buy the car, but daddy got money. So they left, came back 4 days later. 4 days later, they came back right before my manager's about to say, I'm going to drop the price on the car. Now, mind you, we took it in $2,800 less than what it was worth. And we put a price tag on it just to see if we can get anybody to bite for $10,000 more than what it was worth. And what we advertised is once in a lifetime car, custom made, vertical doors, custom wheels, custom interior, this, and this. The only thing that we was missing out the car was a stereo. And for $500, or actually $250, you could get an aftermarket stereo and throw in the car. But that's the one thing we left. And we were pitching that you can put your own head unit in the car and you can make it yours. Lo and behold, the car sold 2 weeks and 4 days later for $10,000 more than what it was worth, for an extra $2,800. So totally we made $12,800 of profit off that car because we were able to convince the person that was selling the car it had no value. Understand that, because that's all that's happening. The same way you're paying that money, the same way I ended up at Corvettes in Carlisle and witnessed at least 300 exhaust systems get installed while I was sitting there. There is a market for the car with these modifications. My friend bought a car, what's up Terry? And he had an aftermarket exhaust on the car when he bought it. And because it had an aftermarket exhaust, they charged a little bit more than they normally would. And he had no problem paying it because it was still cheaper than him buying the car and going out and paying for the exhaust and having it installed. So just understand that yes, Chevy Dude had a valid point. And his point was that when you take it to a dealership to trade it in, they're going to say it devalues your trade. What he sat there and said, it automatically devalues your trade. And that's not true. It's just like anything in life. If you go to one location, and the best way I can explain it to you, it's just like a bottle of water. You can go to Walmart and buy it, and you can get a 24 pack for $6 right now, I believe. And I'm not going to go into the quick math, or maybe you want me to, whatever. But you get a 24 pack for $6. So in essence, you're looking somewhere around 50 cents a bottle. You can go to a gathering and they charge you $1, maybe $2 for it. You go to a sporting event, that water bottle goes up to $2, $3. You go to the airport, that same bottle of water costs you $4. And what I'm getting across to you is the water never changed. What changed is where they took the water or where you purchased the water, the location. So when somebody tells you your car isn't worth any money, you're in the wrong location. That's one thing about a dealership and me working at a dealership is that when we take in rare cars on trade, and I call them rare cars or unique cars, we call around and see what somebody else would give us for the trade so we don't have to eat it. So in essence, that if I sell Cadillacs and somebody rolls in a Lamborghini, the odds of us selling that Lamborghini isn't high. So we're going to sit there and tell you the odds of us selling this Lamborghini is not high. We're not going to keep it XYZ, XYZ, XYZ. So we're not going to give you premium dollar for that Lamborghini. But some people take it because the place that would give them premium dollar for the Lamborghini is trying to beat them up as well. So now we call around to a Lamborghini store and they tell us they'll buy the Lamborghini off us for X amount of money. So we come back and offer it to you $3,000 less than what the Lamborghini store said, because my dealership had a process that as long as we make $3,000 a car, they feel like it was a win. So that's what happens. But now If you took your car to a used car surplus that specializes in rare cars, they will give you more money for your car, but they may not be close or local to you. And a lot of times it's the inconvenience that people don't like to deal with. So when it comes down to do modifications devalue your car, it's not they devalue your car. What it comes down to is you just don't have the time to take your car where it's valued. You don't have the time to sell your car on your own, because most of the time, if you sell it on your own, you will get a fair price for your vehicle, because there's always somebody out there like myself at several points in time in my life that's willing to buy the car with the modifications already done, so I don't have to put the time and downtime and costs to make it happen. So that's my answer to the question. Do modifications devalue your car? They only devalue your car if you take it somewhere where it's not appreciated. ICNV Drivers Edition. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, ask me questions if you have anything that's on your mind. I'll answer when I get a chance. I'm sorry, I've been really busy getting ready for Crown Rally. Stay tuned for that footage, because Crown Rally South is about to start and we are within a week away of the launch. It's getting real. So talk with you guys later. If you want to support, the link is in the description for Rally for a Cause, and also to my website to purchase any merchandise that helps support future events. But until next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll see you in these streets. Peace.